Hello everyone, this is JM Reaper. I thought today I'd mix up some item runs that aren't that easy to get to, including crossing an invisible bridge. In the middle of this video, I also include my first summons as help in the Radon fight for a friend, and just for laugh, also included a small fail clip, just to change it up a little bit. I hope you enjoy, and as always, make sure you like and subscribe to see more content from me or to show your support. Thank you so much for watching. So I was told by several people that they thought that they had to fight all three invasions of the Varre in order to get his clothing and stuff. So this is just a video to show that the only Varre you need to fight is the one right beside that bird. And I'm going to go ahead and eliminate the bird so he don't deal with me while I'm trying to fight Varre. But at the end, you'll see that this is the only one you have to do. I didn't fight any other Varres. This is the only one that I fight. This whole run is to get the DungEater puppet ashes. A lot of people avoid this or just don't go after it because of how hard it is to get the DungEater's ashes. First off, you're going to have to start his story, which I'm going to do here. You have to have a seedbed curse in your inventory to start his quest. Then you'll have to go to the subterranean Ever jail that he's trapped in, release him, and then go back with the poison that Selvius gives you for Nefeli Lu, and then use the poison on him instead of Nefeli Lu. And then just for added items, before you leave there, after you give him the potion, because as soon as you give him the poison, he's going to die, and then you get his ashes. But right after that, while he's sitting still, you can attack him and get his armor set. The only way you'll get his weapons is if you complete his story all the way through and pretty much get the rune, the curse rune off of him for his ending. And I don't like doing that. I usually just go for his armor set. I don't care so much for the Sword of Milos. But I hope you enjoy.
Along with their children. No. I am the DungEater. I am.
And I forgot to say, you don't just get the Dung Eater's spirit ashes, they are actually puppet ashes, and you have to return to Selvius to get the puppet ashes, since he carries all the puppets. And this is kind of complicated in order to do it just right if you're trying to do the Ronnie's questline too, because right after he tries to get you to get the Amber Starlight poison for Ronnie. So there's a very small window where you can open this up without interrupting any quests. If you do it wrong, though, you'll probably have to go back to the Church of Vows and atone for your sins.
Then you shall have your gift. Knowledge of the sorcerous arts and of the tutelage of the great preceptor Selvis. I doubt much of it will lay within the grasp of a mere tarnished, but if you put your mind to it, perhaps you won't embarrass Our Lady. You wish to begin, right? Well, you break into a... Your offishness, fine and well. You trick Nefel. I believe that makes you yearn for a... Well, no. But perhaps now. So, you had Nefeli drink the potion? Truly? Then perhaps something was amiss with it. It's concocted from the finest ingredients, but perhaps I should review the recipe. I may have expected too much of her to begin with.
So after I came and visited him the first time, he wasn't letting me buy different ashes. So I had to reload the area, come back, and now he has the conversation piece of giving me different puppets. And even still, I had to go get more Starlight Shards in order to purchase it off of him. And you'll find Starlight Shards, like 1 or 2 in each of the areas, like 1 in Limgrave, or 2 in Limgrave, and then 2 in Caelid. There's a couple in the Weeping Peninsula. They're just scattered all out. So you'll need 5 of them for the DungEater's puppet.
You have much to look forward to further down this road. You're proving to be quite the puppeteer. I've not had an apprentice for...
And now we're going after the Blade of Calling. For those who don't know, the Blade of Calling is the original blade that was used to put the Rune of Death on that killed the original god. So before they put the Rune of Death on it, it was just known as the Blade of Calling. And if you don't know where it's at, it's pretty difficult to get to. After all these enemies that I'm trimming out here, you're going to have to cross the bridge that goes to the Divine Tower. Don't turn to a Divine Tower. Go down like you're going to the Forbidden Lands. And whenever you go to get on the elevator, look southwest. I always wondered why they let you do this. I defeated the rider on the back of the horse. Didn't do any damage to the horse, but it won't let me ride the horse or anything. It's a shame that they don't let you customize Torn at all. It's always disappointing to try to ride at someone's horse and not get to. Alright, and at the end of the walkway here is the elevator that I was talking about. Oh yeah, and I forgot about the beetle that after you defeat him transforms into a giant beetle. Alrighty, and now we're to the elevator. And like I said, you need to be looking towards the southwest. There we go. I line it up. And just to make sure that I'm looking in the right direction, I look down the elevator and look for an opening. And you can see it coming right there. So I get ready for my jump, and I almost miss it, but I made it. And this is where you find the Blade of Calling. So I've never been summoned to help in the Radon fight. I've always told anybody who's wanted my help, do this solo. It's so easy to do on horseback, you can dodge most of his attacks, and all you really have to do is run around summoning the help that's in the Radon fight. You don't really have to do that much damage to the guy. So every time somebody asks me for my help in the Radon fight, I just tell them how to do it and never get summoned. But this time I wanted to at least try to help because I've been feeling very overpowered with this build. And all I'm doing is really using Dragon's Breath as my main form of attack. And then if I'm running out of mana, I'll start switching to the dual wield Sword of Night and Flame. As you can see from our reactions whenever it happens, I did not expect this fight to go this well or this fast. I hope you enjoy. And this is my fail video. I hate uploading these, but my wife thought it was funny, so went ahead and uploaded this. This is what happens when you're trying to get ready for a fight and exit out of your menus too fast. I hope you enjoy. Oh my goodness. This is my least favorite farm spot. I already went through here and defeated Malenia and all the other bosses, and I needed to come back to farm out the weapons from the Bubble Boys. I already had a small Envoy's horn, and then I've picked up the Envoy's longhorn that you just seen from that guy, and I needed the Envoy's great horn, the giant hammer from the Bubble Boys. It took me probably 3 hours of solid grinding this whole location over and over and over again. And then still, half the times I would die. I would fall off the tree, these ants would attack me, the Bubble Boys would kill me. It was so aggravating. This was not an easy grind. This was just torture. This was torture. I hated being here the whole time. And then when I finally did get what I came here for, I almost cried. It was such a happy event. But I hope y'all can learn something from this, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. And to end the video, I decided to end with the Gelmer Glintstone staff. It wasn't so hard that this was hard to get or anything. It was just so far away from the nearest grace, and it had such a low spawn chance. I did the same run, I would say probably close to 100 times before it dropped the staff for the first time. It was just very tedious. And there wasn't nothing too difficult about the run or anything. And I did get to pick up several of those magma whips from the lizard people on the way up here, so it wasn't too bad of a farm spot. It took me an outrageous amount of time to get this. I hope y'all enjoyed these videos. As always, like and make sure to subscribe to show your support. Thank you so much.